In a far-flung land somewhere south of the clouds is a place so remote, few outsiders know it exists. They say this enchanted forest, with its snow-covered peaks and breathtaking diversity of plants and animals, is nothing short of heaven on earth. Or more precisely, the fictitious land known as Shangri-La. It's so mystical, untouched and wild. Those who live here want the world to see it firsthand. But is this natural wonderland being turned into the great tourist utopia? Travellers are coming in droves, and the danger is, in the grab for money, Shangri-La, the paradise, will be crushed underfoot. Ke is a musician and scholar in the heritage town of Lijiang. Like other members of this orchestra, he's from the Nahi ethnic minority. When he's not playing traditional Nahi music, this respected local historian immerses himself in Western classics. When he opened James Hilton's 1930s novel, Lost Horizon, he was inspired. Hilton's description of the scenery was sharply familiar.
Of course, the Lost Horizon and the Shangri-La is for his dream.
It was an idea only, wasn't it?
An idea only, not a real town or a real village.
It wasn't a real place.
No. Shangri-La originated in this area, but not a town, not a city, but the area.
Reality or conjecture, Ke started something he couldn't stop. His romanticized declaration was twisted into an irresistible marketing concept. When the dust had settled, no fewer than 5 separate localities in and around this part of China had laid claim to the name Shangri-La.
Shangri-La Road.
The great Shangri-La tourist grab was on. Once sleepy towns like Dechin are transforming, burying their dirt paths under concrete, replacing mud huts with high-rise hotels. Whole towns are rolling up their sleeves and pitching in. Equipment dusted off and fired up for the renewal.
由1997年9月14号，省政府在这儿开新闻发布会，向中外记者、向世界、向全国宣布香格里拉在迪庆。所以我们有丰富的旅游资源，用一个品牌，那就是香格里拉，把它推出去。香格里拉、迪庆一下就变成了全国知名的一个地方，那么游客的蜂拥而来。
Today's Shangri-La encompasses pristine wilderness that stretches for thousands of kilometers. It's where the headwaters of the Yangtze River flow within 60 kilometers of the Mekong. The heart of Shangri-La may be rich in flora and fauna, But the human settlements in and around it are amongst the poorest and most neglected in China. For years, this region derived its income almost solely from logging proceeds. Then, in 1998, floods devastated central China. The leadership finally awoke to the dangers of environmental abuse, banned commercial felling, thereby robbing the region of its main source of wealth. Gusong village is just a short ride away from the nearest town. Until the timber ban, it relied almost solely on logging. Today, it has fresh air, spectacular views, plenty of dogs, but little else going for it. Life in the mountains is all about hardship. For 9 months of the year, the climate is so extreme, few crops can survive. And that's why tourism looms as the great savior.
好处当然是有呢，好处当然是主要是这点是路在掉不是，路宽掉嘛，而且这点旅游业呢机会呢，嘛，其他都方便一点呢。如果交通这点嘛，路当然是有时在起嘛不好走不是，地形嘛就是发展这种好掉嘛，这点是自然会来的吧，不是，这个当然肯定的。
Locals may view tourism as the road leading them out of poverty, but this man, Bob Mosley, is here to prevent an ecological catastrophe. Bob has come to China from the mountains of Idaho to protect this threatened wilderness. His organization, the Nature Conservancy, calls this place not Shangri-La, but the Great Rivers Project Area. The mission is to create a grand nature reserve to safeguard creatures and a treasure trove of medicinal herbs and rare plant species.
It's called larkspur, named after this projectile that comes out of the back of the flower. Has I don't know, 60 or 70 species here just in northwest Yunnan. Many of them are endemic, occurring nowhere else. Our mission is the conservation of biological diversity on life on Earth. And because this is one of the most diverse places on Earth, we have to take the opportunity to try and do it. We have to take the risk.
The local government has already produced tourist projections that will more than double visitor numbers in the next 5 years to nearly 250,000 people. And apart from exploiting the Shangri-La brand name, the prefecture is applying for international nature heritage status as an extra enticement to tourists.
I would say it meets the criteria that have been set out by UNESCO for World Heritage status, but it would draw in a huge number of tourists. It has downsides and it has opportunities.
And would that concern you, drawing in that number of tourists?
Yes.
But World Heritage protection is no safeguard. To see that, you need only visit Xuan Ke's hometown of Lijiang, supposedly protected from development and exploitation.
Why are they allowed to build?
Because the hotels.
Really? But I thought this area was not allowed to be reconstructed or rebuilt.
No. But money is everything.
In the space of a few years, the town has changed. Many local residents have sold up for a profit and left the old town for modern high-rise homes. Today, the local ethnic traders have been ousted from Lijiang's central market, creating a tourist bazaar stocked with gaudy trinkets. Many of the stallholders are outsiders, eager to make quick dollars. Eager to draw in the tourists, Lijiang County invited a major tour operator to develop in what was supposed to be a sacrosanct nature reserve. This cable car is one of hundreds of developments that have sprung up since the area was quote-unquote discovered as Shangri-La. It cuts through pristine alpine forest to a height of 4,500 meters, and every day thousands of visitors come here. The development is unsightly and unsafe, but still pulls in the cash. Though it looks like a gulag, the county government has declared it a model tourist development. According to Xuan Ke, tourism hasn't simply ruined the environment, it's caused the demise of the Nahi culture. What is going to happen to the Nahi culture, do you think?
Nahi culture will be disappearing. It's 100%.
Soon?
Soon, in 5 years.
Really?
Yeah. Will become capitalism.
One of the Nature Conservancy's first tasks is to design a conservation plan for a stunning 6,000-meter peak sacred to Tibetan Buddhists named Kawagabo. Flowing from Kawagabo's flank, the Mingyung Glacier.
The black part is the glacier, is it?
No, the whitish part, it's a little bluish.
Okay, yep.
This is a receding glacier, so there's no new ice coming down, and there's always a lot of dirt caught up in the glacier over however many years it takes to go from the top to the bottom.
For now, this nature trail is the only tourist facility on the ascent to the glacier. Local farmers are fiercely protective of the mountain, which according to Buddhist law should never be climbed. Nine years ago, 17 Japanese climbers died in an avalanche while attempting to reach the summit. The locals say it was the spirit of Kawagabo taking revenge.
It is one of the 8 sacred sites to Tibet, or sacred mountains to Tibetan Buddhists. Probably one of the top 3 or 4 of those. And so culturally, it obviously is of greater than just local importance here for Dicheng County. We are concerned about incompatible development and its effect on both the cultural traditions in the villages around here and also the natural resources. And so it is something that we're going to build into our project as we work on the Kawagabo site conservation plan.
Result, 0.
Zero.
0, they will do nothing. Too hard to do. Saying everywhere, we have to protect the nature, we have to make this peaceful place like Shangri-La. Nature and man lives very harmonic. That's our mission. Mission is one thing, but they will meet. Many people only need money.
Ironically, the Shangri-La of Lost Horizon was a creation of the mind, a place so comfortable and idyllic it made paradise seem unreachable. Somewhere under the clouds, they found paradise. Now, It's in danger of being lost.